Hey guys, how you doing? So I want to show you real quick. Did the 4 new ones over the course of last 3 days. I think I had very little time. So did little bit 2 days ago, a little bit yesterday, and finally got to finish them today. And they're really cool. Now let's start with the Knight. You see the Knight? Blue and yellow. And this was an experiment. When I got these before the heat treat, I wanted to try one experiment. I had this idea, kind of similar what you've seen Jeff Taftams do with his etching stencil, but I have stamp, tank stamp. So what I did the similar concept. I just stamped the crap out of the top of the tank here, close towards the spine, and I think it came out actually pretty neat. I did blend it towards the end, but the grind goes like right under where the letters, end. You see that? Pretty much same on both sides. And nice satin finish. I'm getting pretty decent on these finishes. They look nice and even. I'm finally at that point where I'm happy that I don't see all, or I should say not all, but I don't see as many flaws as I used to, Like I always kept saying, with every blade you get a little better. If you learn, you pick up some little tips or advice from friends, and you maybe come up with some. And I actually have very good tip for you guys. I want to show you after this. Here's Amazon Rosewood, last piece I had ready with that black liners. Same thing I like before. It kind of has like a fake bolster look, but very little. You see, it's just a little lighter. Cross grain cut, looks like book match, pretty sweet, full high convex. You see it's like very nice and clean grind. On this the flats were left with that kind of like a forged finish as the steel comes. And you see also on the pins, it's that kind of like a mosaic pin, nice and polished, no more scratches on them, they're perfectly polished. Same goes for this titanium pin there. And it's pretty much spotless. There are almost no scratch marks there. Orange CTEC, Matrix CTEC. This is probably my favorite from this batch. I really dig this one. I was always a fan of this orange Matrix, the Matrix CTEC, whichever color combination. Again, full high convex. All of these have actually rounded spines. I did them. I figure I'm gonna do this a little nicer. Again, that one pin up front. Oh, and if you notice, I did the same thing what I did with the previous blade. I liked it when there was only one pin and the tank hole. I like that, there's on such a small handle, you don't really need the 2 pins and a pivot on the end. The tank tube on the end. All you need is these two, the pin and the tube, and it's perfect. I kind of like it. It makes more space for the handle. The pins don't intrude there. I really like this combination where it's only one pin and one tube. It's not about the work. It's just a matter of drilling one hole, but I just think it's a little cleaner look to it. I don't know, you tell me guys what you think. And this one is really cool. Again, full high convex, and this is a new handle material. I have no idea what it's called. It sends incredibly easy, almost too easy. You have to finish it again, also very nice to get rid of all the scratch marks. I did this one. This was the last one that I wanted to do quick, so this was just pivots and screws. Handle material looks like it's pretty strong. It wasn't warping, wasn't cracking when I was drilling through it. And the guy I got it from, I actually got it from Jim Merola, the knife maker that I showed the really beautiful knife from yesterday. And he sold me a nice big piece of this. Honestly, it looks like some fancy countertop. It has that structure kind of like a marble. You see there, it's almost like a burl wood, but this is artificial. This is synthetic material. It's kind of like a mix between marble and burl wood. The look it has, It's very pretty. It's slick like all the other materials, like when they are polished, but it is really cool. Really cool look to it. It looks almost like a wood, but it's synthetics, and like I said, it feels pretty strong from working with it, but it does sand very easy. So pretty neat. These are all sharpened already. I probably shouldn't have sharpened them yet. I just wanted to, couldn't wait. Still have to do the Skytech sheets for them. And I like them, very happy. So here's a trick. And of course I find out this, I came up with this trick after I was done with this, or almost done. Drill press, and you know all these, the Mirka, I actually ordered a bunch more, they're amazing, they work so good, the Abranet. So all the way towards the end, you do the rough finishes. I do the rough finishes like from the belt sander, and or begin, the initiate shaping of the handles. I go to 240 and 320 by hand, and then 400 and 600. So when it's at actually that you have some just minor scratch lines left over, what I did was I took the 400 and I've wrapped it. I think this is 5/16 tube, pin, whatever you want to use. You just need about the same length as the actual width of this, and I just stuck it in the drill. This is already loose a little bit, but you get the idea. I stuck it in the drill press like this, so even the Abranet is, held down in place by the chuck, and you just spin it. Make sure that when you spin, when you have this way, when it's spin this way, you want this flap to go this way, right? You know what I mean? So when you put something against it, it is not gonna run into it, but it just goes with the spinning motion, and you can get to all the little details here, nice and easy. Clean all the finger chords, clean the areas, like all the curvatures and everything. It really worked like a charm, really great. And because this is what it is, it doesn't get clogged up. No, all it does, it kind of goes through, because this makes like 3 or 4 layers. So it really works super nice. I'm definitely excited about that, because it does save me a lot of time, but with the hand working, which is not always fun. So guys, let me know what you think. I'm actually pretty proud of this. Like I said, it's a good feeling to even me noticing that I'm getting a little better every time I do something, and it's definitely something that makes me happy, and I love doing this. I really have fun. On the end of the day, if I'm so lucky that I managed to finish 4, seeing 4 different knives, everyone different, and even though it's same, but with the handles, it's a lot of fun doing this when I have the blanks, and I really get to do the fun stuff, doing different handle materials, sometimes even different blade shapes. I really love it, and I mean, look at that, they look so clean, even in person. I think they look even cleaner. I'm happy with what I've been doing lately. Finally it's something that like I said before, like finally it's something that I'm not ashamed to show even to some really skilled and let's say famous knife makers. So guys, hope you enjoyed it. Have a great weekend, take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.